All right. Good evening, everybody. Let's wait for a couple of more minutes for people to join in. I can already see 32, 45, counting. Let's see who all are joining right now. We are live on 10 Facebook pages, 2 Facebook groups, and we are definitely live on our YouTube channel. So let's wait for a few minutes. I have for you one more university today, and that too from a land where it's beautiful, right? That's from a country which is very, very beautiful. Um, and it is definitely not US, it is definitely not UK. We will be talking to a university which is one of the finest in the world. And I have somebody joining us from all the way from Dublin. So let's wait for some time till the time people join in. I am now live across all the pages. Facebook takes some time to go live across all the pages, live across all the pages, live across YouTube, definitely live on the Facebook now. Counting way upward of 400. So good. My request to everybody is that if you are there on Facebook or if you're there on YouTube, you need to allow StreamYard to access your name. Otherwise, it does not reflect into my interface. I have a couple of mobiles in front of me and two to three screens. I will definitely try and move around them and try and take as many questions and comments as possible. Loads of people already joined in: Geeta, Malika, Ritu, Rachna, Sagar, Jiteshwar, and the list is continuously going up. So I would not be able to acknowledge each and every name. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we have Lorraine Woods, Senior Recruitment Advisor, South Asia from University College Dublin. And there she goes on your screen right now. Lorraine, how are you doing? And what time is
I'm
it there?
I'm good. Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you and to all of the parents and students who are interested in University College Dublin and Ireland. It is the late afternoon. It's 4:30 in the afternoon here in Ireland at the moment. So I know it's a little bit later in India. So we're a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it's just 6 minutes past 10 in the night here. I'm still sitting in office. I somehow I somehow feel that I should always do these lives from office. I did try during lockdown to do it from home, but the feel of doing it from office is phenomenal. All right, great to have you. Lauren, how long have you been associated with University College Dublin?
So myself, I actually been associated with for a long time. I actually was a student in University College Dublin. So a long time ago, I studied economics in my bachelor's degree, and then I also studied a master's in our postgraduate business school. So all of my kind of formal education with the university has been through UCD. And then I suppose it's in terms of my current role working in the international office. I've been looking after the India and wider South Asian market for around 6-7 years now, so a long time. I've been to India many times. I think my last count was around 29 visits to India in the last few years. So I usually travel 3 or 4 times a year. Obviously, at the moment we can't travel. I very much miss being able to meet with students and parents when we are traveling throughout India. But yeah, so I've been working for the university for a while now. Yeah, definitely.
All right, and you've been to India 3 or 4 times. So, any favorite cuisine? Any favorite curry? What's your favorite dish? Have you
Well,
tried
I
it?
think
Not
look,
tried it?
everything is good. Everything is nice. There's nothing that we don't enjoy. I think that's one of the things that myself and even the academic professors that travel with us. We always comment on it. If you enjoy Indian food, you'll definitely enjoy some of these trips that we do. I've been all over India, north, south, east, or west. Yeah, as I said, 3 or 4 times a year I travel. So I get to visit a lot of cities. A lot of cities I've visited many times. Some cities I haven't been to yet that are on my list. But it's always a wonderful experience, and it's always nice to kind of have a little bit of time to explore some of the cities as well, because obviously we're traveling for work and we're there and we're participating maybe in education fairs or we're meeting with students and parents. But it is nice to kind of get a sense of the city and go out and visit restaurants or visit kind of tourist attractions as well when we do have time. Not all the time we get to do this, but we definitely enjoy it when we can.
Super, super. I have been interacting with your Indian counterparts, Surbi, here, and I must compliment you for having appointed a right individual, because she's phenomenal at her work, and she does it really really well. She's very hands on. While I was facing some technical difficulties going in, she just called up 10 minutes back, and she's like, everything is fine. Are we going live? Are we not going live? So I see the hands on approach that your people have here, and it makes me feel wonderful. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we are talking to Lauren Wood, Senior Recruitment Advisor, South Asia from University College Dublin, one of the finest universities in Europe and definitely across the globe. And what should I say about Ireland? Are you guys even aware that the world's longest coastal drive? All right, the world's longest. I definitely like the Great Ocean Road in Australia, but the world's longest coastal drive is the Wild Atlantic Way. It's a stunning drive that stretches all the way from cliffs around County Donegal, if I'm right, in the north of Ireland, and all the way down to the beaches of County Cork. Longest defined coastal driving route in the world, 2,500 kilometers route, passes through 9 countries and 3 provinces, to name them all, and it's beautiful. It's super beautiful. Ireland is a great place to live. I will definitely ask Lauren if it's a great place to study, and I promise you, I promise to all the parents who are listening to me, I am not letting Lauren go easy. So I'm going to ask her all the difficult questions. Please be my guest. All right, so do not worry. Lauren, let's understand a little bit about University College Dublin. How old is it? How long has it been there? Some information.
Yeah, sure. So we are an old institution. We're over 160 years old. We're a top 1% world university. We have around 34,000 students studying with us and around 8,000 international students. So we're the largest university in Ireland, and we're also the most international university in Ireland. We have students from 130 countries around the world who are with us on campus. So when we are on campus, it's actually a very much it's really exciting kind of campus, and everything is in. It's very much kind of a US style campus in that all of the departments, all of the facilities are in one place. We're not spread across a city. All of our accommodation is on campus as well. So we've quite a large campus. It's 350 acres, so lots of space, lots of green space, lots of sports fields for students that are interested in sports as well. It's a safe, modern campus. We've 24-hour security. As I mentioned, we have accommodation, on-campus accommodation for students who do want to stay on campus. Some are catered, some are non-catered as well. And then I suppose just in terms of kind of the additional supports that the university has, I suppose we'll touch on it as well around kind of student supports with the clubs and societies. We have all the clubs and societies, all the sports clubs. If you're not into sports, we've dance, drama, debating. We have a cinema on campus. We have swimming pool. We've a very new modern sports facility on campus which students have access to, which has a new gym. As I mentioned, the swimming pool, all of that kind of piece as well. We have a medical centre on campus, so we have doctors and nurses if students need to make appointments. So lots and lots of kind of support for students as well, because I think that's something that we do realise within the university. Obviously, the academic side of it is very important, and we want students to do well in their studies, but we also want them to enjoy their time and to have a good experience when they come to Ireland and UCD as well.
Right. And okay, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're listening to me, please understand, when we look at international education, more often than not, we look at those 3, 4, 5 countries, and we do not explore the globe. We do not really explore the globe. If you look at Europe, Ireland is possibly one of the most welcoming countries in the world. One of the most technologically advanced countries in the world. One which supplies a lot of biotech and bioengineering material to the world. It's a great place to work. It's like the economic superpower in the Europe. So it's a great place to go. It's a great place to study, and if you get an opportunity, it's a definitely great place to live. But let's hear it from Lauren Woods from University College Dublin. Lauren, give me your 4 or 5 reasons of why Ireland and why Dublin.
Yeah, no, and I think you've touched on it a little bit. I think when students are, and parents as well, when they're looking at options for students, they do kind of focus on maybe the UK, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, those US, all those kind of places as well. And I think Ireland definitely in the last few years, we've noticed and we've seen interest increase in Ireland and in Irish universities. And look, there's a few reasons for this. I think we're a small country with a small population, but we're strategically located just on the outskirts of Europe, or between Europe and the US. It's very much a kind of a transport hub as well for a lot of companies and for a lot of big multinationals that want to base their headquarters in Europe. And look, at the minute now, we're the only English speaking country in Europe as well, so that tends to kind of attract some of these multinational companies as well. Yeah, look, I think in within Ireland as well, we definitely have kind of top quality education offerings through the universities. That's something that we see students are very much interested in, and that also attracts companies in terms of kind of the quality of the students that are graduating from our universities as well. It's a friendly and safe country as well, again, because we don't have maybe as a large population as other kind of European cities and even kind of European capital cities as well. I think you've kind of touched on some of the industries that are quite big in Ireland in terms of kind of the tech and the ICT industry. That's something that we see a lot of students are interested in studying, some of our kind of computer science and maybe business analytics kind of type of programs. We have kind of 8 out of the top 10 gaming companies are based in Ireland. The 9 out of the global top 10 ICT companies are in Ireland. We've got half of the leading financial services companies are based in Ireland as well. And then kind of 9 out of the top 10 global pharmaceutical companies are based in Ireland. So all of these companies are using Ireland and Dublin, where UCD is based, the capital city, as their European headquarters. And it's for those reasons that I mentioned. It's English speaking, very easy to do business in an English speaking country. And then also kind of the quality of the students that are graduating from our institutions. We have very close industry links and tie-ups with a lot of these companies through research in the university, and then also through placements and internships with companies as well who want to come and meet with our students. And these would all take place at kind of careers fairs. This would normally be on campus, but at the moment things have moved on a little bit virtually. So look, I think Ireland it's a great option for students who are looking for these type of opportunities. We also have our graduate stay back visa. So for students who want to stay and work in Ireland, we have that option. That's always been available. There's no restrictions or no cap on the number of international students who want to stay and work in Ireland. We're very happy for students to stay and work in Ireland. And that's something I think that maybe students, they're not always aware of, these kind of additional benefits to kind of having Ireland as another option when they are looking at different countries around the world for where they're thinking about studying.
Super. This is that time when I should actually announce it to the world, and I should thank University College Dublin. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, High School Moms and International Alliance of Counselors and Educators is providing you information day after day, week after week, month after month, trying to make it very simple for you. All of this costs, and do you know how do we fund it? Through the support and sponsorship of universities. I'm so proud to announce that University College Dublin has sponsored our upcoming event called Global Ed Connect Summit. And this is that time when I should definitely tell you that it is one event on March 20th, which you cannot afford to miss. There'll be crazy number of workshops for your students to attend: careers after law, careers after humanities, careers after commerce, careers after business management. What can you do with, apart from becoming a doctor, if you take biology as your major? So there are amazing workshops that you and your child should attend. Apart from it, you will be able to meet University College Dublin and 49 other leading universities around the world to come and explain to you their admissions criteria, their programs, their university experience, their scholarships. Whatever you need, they will be able to answer right there. And the beauty is you will be able to attend all of this from the comfort of your home, from the comfort of your laptop. You just have to log into your laptop, block your calendar for 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. on March 20th, log into the laptop, and keep on clicking on various booths, keep on going and talking to various universities. But please ensure that you end up going to University College Dublin and talking to them, because like I say, they are a gem. They are a gem right inside Europe, one of the best countries to go to, a great place to study, and definitely a great place to stay back if you want to work there. University College Dublin it is. The link to register for Global Ed Connect Summit, where you can attend these workshops and meet University College Dublin alongside other universities from all the countries in the world, including India, is right there on your Facebook pages. It comes every day on your Facebook page, Facebook group. It's there in the Instagram handle of highschoolmoms.community. So please go out there. It's there in the bio of our Instagram handle and register, because this is one event, like I say, you cannot definitely afford to miss. Thank you so much, Lauren, for being our proud supporters and being one of the sponsors for Global Ed Connect Summit. I can't thank you enough, but please accept my gratitude. Coming to the next question, Lauren, for me as a career counselor, what is important is not just academics inside a university, but what is also important is the university experience. And one factor which is very important for university experience are internships. What are the opportunities of internships? What is the industry academia interface at the university? Because internships get a child ready for the corporate career. It builds a lot of character. It opens the door of network for a child before even the child goes on to work in the corporate world. So, do you have anything to say about the internship opportunities which a child would have if he or she is looking at studying at University College Dublin?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think internships are so important, and we've seen kind of an increase in internships across our programs within the university. I should mention that we have over 70 programs that students can choose from, as well, across all subject areas. And as part of many of these programs, there are internship placements and opportunities. They vary in length depending on the program, depending on what the student is studying. But all of these are very much organised. Within the university departments, we have internships managers who are responsible for assisting students and preparing them, because some of these internships as well, students have to go for a formal interview. So that's an interesting process for students who maybe have never done this previously in schools or anything like that. So that's something that we assist students with as well. And then even throughout the year, our careers network office, so the careers office within the university, they will even run internship fairs where students can go and talk to companies who are offering internships as well. So these are slightly separate from their program, but they will be available to students if they wish to kind of take up a place within an internship. I think getting that kind of professional work experience as part of your program is something that's really, really important for students, and I think for parents as well, to see that kind of that hands-on experience that students get. And look, many of our students, they stay connected with companies that they have they've participated in internships with as well. We've seen some students who've graduated and have gone back to some of these companies that they've worked with as well. So that's always kind of interesting to see that too. And then also, of course, to get the feedback from the companies as well in terms of kind of the projects that students have been working on and how they've been able to kind of get involved within companies during their time and during their program when they're studying. I suppose even at the moment, a lot of students and parents are asking me, well, what about internships and placements during the current situation and during the pandemic? We were able to move things virtually, so students were still able to kind of take part in internships and placements virtually. The same, I suppose, as anybody who's been working from home around the world. We've all had to adapt. We've all had to get used to kind of this virtual experience and working with colleagues and working with teams virtually as well. And I think that's been a good experience for students as well, to have that kind of experience that they can work virtually and work with a team and work with a company as well. So that hasn't stopped kind of any of our careers network office, any of their work or any of their activities. Everything, it has moved virtually for the moment, but obviously, hopefully, we will be back on campus in September, like all the other universities around the world that have been kind of teaching remotely or doing these activities remotely. But yeah, I think internships are a huge piece for students who want to kind of have that experience. And what I would say, if parents or students are interested, if you go to the UCD Global website, you can see all of our undergraduate bachelor's degree programs are listed there, and it does give you quite a detailed breakdown as to what subject students, we call them modules, the students will be studying, and then if there are internships, when they take place and how it's organized as well. So a lot of the information is there. And then I suppose as well to mention, you've touched on it as well, we do have a team. UCD has an office in Delhi. We do have 5 staff members who've been working for the university for 6 years now. So the university has been very kind of committed, I suppose, to the Indian market, and having a local team in place as well, who I work with every day very closely to answer any questions that students or parents may have about the programs, about the university in general as well. But that's just something else to mention.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is that time when I definitely need to make a couple of announcements. We are in the last 10 minutes of our discussion with Lauren Woods from University College Dublin. But before I ask her last couple of questions, because there's one question from you, Rupa Yadav, Lauren, which I definitely want to ask. It is very critical for parents to make a decision to study abroad. So I'll ask that question. Let me just make an announcement. I am coming to Delhi and I'm coming to Bangalore, and you can meet me in person. Delhi on March 7th. You will be able to meet me at Hotel Taj Mansingh. There are 3 slots. Go out there. The link to register for it is on your Facebook group and Instagram handle of High School Moms, 10 to 12, 1 to 3, and 4 to 6. And I promise you, I will be able to answer most of your queries. Come and grab a cup of coffee with me. And believe you me, the coffee is on me. So you do not have to worry. Just register, take out your time for 2 hours. And it's an absolutely free of cost session. Just come and listen what I think about the careers and college and the planning. And I'm sure that I will be able to help your child prepare a good career plan for the future. I'm coming to Bangalore on March 9th, and that is a Tuesday. It's a working day, so we have only 2 slots there, 4 to 6 in the evening and 6 to 8. That's at Taj MG Road, Bangalore. Go out there. The link is again there in your Facebook groups. Scroll it up and down and you'll find the link. And it is again there on your Instagram handle of highschoolmoms.community. All right, coming to the next question, which Rupa Yadav is asking, Lauren, what is the kind of tenure of the post-study work visa if one has to stay back in Ireland to work, both for undergrad and the postgrad?
Yeah, so for the undergrad students who graduate with a bachelor's degree, we have a 1-year stay back visa. And then for the students who are coming to do a postgraduate master's program, there's a 2-year stay back visa. So it depends on what the student is coming to study. Again, as I mentioned earlier, there are no restrictions on the number of students who can avail of this. It's a very straightforward process for students to apply for this once they finish their program and get their exam results. And again, as I said, we have lots of support in terms of career support for students who wish to stay and work in Ireland when they finish their program. What I would say, and one tip I would say for students who are coming to UCD to study, is to get involved very early. So I would say a lot of these events take place from the very start of the year, and sometimes kind of students will say, well, I've just arrived and I've only started my program, but it's good to still kind of be involved and attend these events and attend if there are sessions, even within your program. Sometimes there can be guest speakers, industry guest speakers, and it's all an opportunity to network, I think, for students as well, and to talk about internships or summer internships as well when they have the opportunity to be in front of these kind of multinational kind of representatives.
All right, and there is one question coming in the chat here from Rupinder Dua. I just want to know, is there a possibility to study medicine at University College Dublin? And are there enough seats, or is it highly competitive for an Indian kid to get into the field of medicine? Are there any particular exams you look at, UK clinical aptitude test or a BMAT or anything like that? So some information if you can give me on the field of medicine front, becoming a doctor.
Yeah, look, we do have an undergraduate degree in medicine. Students can apply for it. It is quite competitive. So in terms of our undergraduate programs, we would see a lot of interest from students from around the world and Irish students. So it does fill up quite quickly. We've no application deadline for programs, but once the programs become full, don't accept any more applications. So I would say if anyone is interested in any of our programs, that they should apply as soon as possible, to avoid kind of being disappointed once the programs are full. There's no specific entrance exam. Students will have to, so we look for medicine in particular, we look for your school results or your predicted school results, and then also there is a virtual interview. So that's a program that has an interview as part of it. One of the professors from the School of Medicine conducts the interviews with the students. But apart from that, other programs within the university for bachelor's degrees, science, engineering, business, any of the arts or social sciences, law, it's just very much a straightforward application, an online application where we look for transcripts from students and predicted grades from students.
Super. So Rupinder Dua, that's Lauren Woods answering your question. I hope you got your answer. She's thanking. Thank you, Rupinder, for asking that question. Thank you for supporting us. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Ireland is a great place to study. Like I said, University College Dublin is definitely a great place to study, and it is not only good just for engineering, but even for computer science, IT-related courses, biomedical engineering, and even social sciences. So they are a huge university, a pretty old university, a huge alumni network. It is no reason that it should not be among one of the top-rated choices if you're definitely looking at studying at Europe. At this juncture, I really want to tell the audience here that if you actually research about Ireland, you'll understand that it is possibly one of the most safest and peaceful countries in the world, ranked 10th on the Global Peace Index. That's an amazing piece of information, because all of us as parents are really worried about the safety of our children when they go abroad. So it's a great, safe country. It is the fastest growing economy in the Eurozone as per the World Economic Forum Report 2017. So that's another piece of information that you really, really need to focus on. Hub for financial institutions, pharmaceutical corporations, internet-based companies, gaming companies, you name it. So it's a great place. And like Lauren said, that you do get a 12-month work visa after you complete your bachelor's. So that's another reason to look at Ireland, and the only English-speaking country in Europe which welcomes international students from open arms. So wonderful. My last question to you, Lauren, before I let you go, is tell me something about the student support services, because as Indian parents, we are an overly worried lot, right? What about the medical facilities? What about the campus housing? Indian food, is it possible, not possible? There are a lot of Indian students who eat possibly only vegetarian. They are not into non-vegetarian. So a little bit about quickly, and maybe some sports and club activities, if you can quickly summarize within 2 minutes.
Yeah, no problem. So I suppose in terms of student supports, look, as we're the most international university and we have the most international students studying with us, we're very used to providing supports for students. So even from when students touch down in Dublin Airport, we have a UCD airport welcome for students. So students, if they're living on campus, we arrange transport for them to get to campus. If they're somewhere in the city centre, we have them get to the city centre. We have them with their bags and baggage. So from the moment that they arrive, they will have support from the university. In terms of kind of facilities on campus, we have on-campus accommodation available for students. We do have catered and non-catered. We have types of cuisine in Ireland. There's no need to worry about bringing any food or spices or anything like that with you. We have specialist shops where students can get all of this. I even know in terms of the on-campus accommodation, I've had students who, when they are actually when they've been living in the catered accommodation, they've become quite friendly with the chefs, and they've managed to get some of the chefs to make some kind of home cooked recipes from the parents as well. So it's very much there's no need to kind of have any issues or concerns around kind of food or anything like that. That's available in Ireland. We've lots of vegetarian restaurants as well in Dublin that students can enjoy. In terms of, I suppose, additional support, we do have student advisors available for students if students have any concerns, any personal concerns. Obviously, students can talk to their program offices and academic and professors if they have any questions about their programs. As I mentioned, we do have a health centre, medical centre on campus. We have doctors and nurses available there if students want to make appointments if they're not feeling well. We have a 24-hour security on campus as well. If students have any emergencies, they can call a number on campus and the campus security will be there. Like Ireland, you mentioned Ireland and Dublin, it is a very safe country to come to. I think that's something that parents do always ask, and I think that's important for them to know that it is somewhere safe, and we take the responsibility of students coming to the university very, very seriously, and that's why we have kind of all of these additional supports, and especially for undergraduate students who maybe have never left their home country before. That's something that's really important, that they do feel very welcome and safe when they arrive to Ireland and when they are living on campus. But as I said, everything is located in the one area. All of our facilities, all of our accommodation is on the one campus. We're not spread across Dublin City. We are about maybe 15 minutes by bus from the city centre, so buses regularly run from the campus right into the city centre for students who do want to kind of go and explore. And I would advise students to do that as well. It is nice to be able to kind of explore the city, and then we have great transport links around Ireland. You've mentioned kind of some of the coastal areas that students can go visit as well. So that's something that we encourage students to do. We have lots of clubs and societies, over 130 clubs and societies. So students, we have all sports, any type of sports students are interested in. And as I mentioned, if they're not interested in sports, we have dance, drama, debating as well for any students who maybe are interested in those types of societies. Students can set up their own society as well. We had a Harry Potter society set up not so long ago, so that's an option for students. If the society isn't there, you can do that too. So I think that's important for parents to know. We have an Indian student society that I'm very involved in. We celebrate Diwali, India Republic Day, Holi. I don't do Holi. I take the pictures for Holi with the students. I don't participate in Holi, but that's the same. We celebrate, Thanksgiving for the US students, Chinese New Year. So there's constant kind of there's activities and events on campus that students can get involved in. We've moved a lot of these virtually this year, but this still took place. Students were still able to join all the clubs and societies and get involved, and some events were able to take place on campus as well at different points during the year. So that's just important for students to know as well. And one thing I didn't mention that I probably should have mentioned earlier as well is that we do have a lot of scholarships available for students from India, and that's something important that I want to mention, because I know it can be very obviously costly for a student to move and to live away from home. So that's something that we do have available. We have the highest number of scholarships available out of any Irish university for students from India. So how the scholarships work, we do have we've a number of smaller scholarships between 3,000 and 8,000 euro. These are fee reductions, and students get this. If a student receives a scholarship, they get it for each year of their program. So it's not just a one-off scholarship, it's for each year of the program. We do have some 50% and 100% scholarships as well that students can apply for. Firstly, the student must have an offer from the university, must apply for a program and get an offer, and then they can apply for scholarships after that and get assessed for scholarships. So that's one thing just to mention as well, because I know that's very important.
No, I wouldn't have let you go either which ways without asking you a question on scholarship. That's very important for us in, right? As much as we want our children to study, we want them to even get scholarships, simply because our kids here are intellectually and aptitude-wise very bright. They're high on mathematics, they're high on sciences. So we do expect scholarships, and thank you for sharing that piece of information, that you have huge number of scholarships available, but you have to apply to University College Dublin. You have to have an offer to get a scholarship. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is Lauren Woods from University College Dublin, Ireland, one of the safest places in the world and one of the great universities that you should definitely consider and keep it on the top of your charts while you're looking at Europe as a destination, and a great place to study anything and everything under the sun. Please go and research more about University College Dublin on internet. Visit their website. Please, for all reasons in the world, attend Global Ed Connect Summit on March 20th. Register for it. It's a great day where you'll not be able to only meet University College Dublin, but 49 other leading universities of the globe, and attend some amazing sessions which will help your child plan his or her career better. Lastly, I definitely want to make the announcement that come and meet me in Delhi on March 7th Meet me in Bangalore on March 9th. In Delhi, I'm doing a session in Taj Mansingh. And in Bangalore, I'm doing a session in Taj MG Road. The link to register for both of them are there, heavily plastered on your Facebook groups. It is there on our Instagram handle. And even to register for Global Ed Connect Summit, it's there on our Instagram handle. With that, let me call it a night. It was great to have you, Lauren, on the show. And I really look forward to your continuous support to high school moms and the entire movement. Believe you me, every support matters when it is about empowering the mothers and the fathers so that they can further empower their kids. So thank you so very much for being here.
Thank you so much, Abhishek, and thank you for allowing us to speak about UCD this evening. And we're really looking forward to participating in the summit and meeting with students and parents. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in as well this evening.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Lauren Woods, the beautiful Lauren Woods from University College Dublin. Until our next HSM Talks, please stay safe. Have a good night's sleep tonight. Eat well, eat healthy, exercise well. If you are venturing out, please wear your face masks. Sanitize your hands properly, maintain distancing, because the only way you can save others is by saving yourself. So follow these instructions well, even if you're vaccinated. And I look forward to see you on the next edition of HSM Talks. Good night. God bless.